Get your perimeter guys involved downfield. That means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From the 22, Jones. This will be caught inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, it's 13-6. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
7 yards the pick up there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. To try again after the sack.
Mond going out wide, finds Chubb.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Line to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
And the Vikings are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Mond out of the shotgun. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Running from the shotgun with Madison.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good... as he's tackled at the 15.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Here's Jones on 1st down.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jones. Man open. It's Goodwin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery.
And this will be a Bears first down as he gets it up past the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Off play action. Jones. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back to throw. Jones. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Well, here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Jones throwing on 1st down. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mon. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. A give. This is Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Mond. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mond going to throw it. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
2nd down and goal. Mond. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Gostkowski's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. Caught by Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. Come on.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
To throw is Jones.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
19 Tiger. Watch the curve.
Jones.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Here's Jones.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a first throw here in overtime. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
Like 22, he's coming. Smash. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got 70.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
They'll come up now on second and a yard.
36.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Jones.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it, right?
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Looking to throw again on second down. Mond going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Way back here, deep in their own territory, they're well aware when they throw the ball, they've got to be careful.
Let's face it, every psychologist in the world will tell you, be positive with your team right here. Tell them they're going to make big plays. I know every coach we've ever met has told his offensive team, don't hold here, right? Don't get a penalty here, because anything like that in the end zone can end the game and lose it for us, especially if they want to keep throwing it.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
On first down, here's Mond.
And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down.
Mond. Pass complete to Chubb. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as